This is what we welcome to the CounterCast.
Episode 5. I got it.
You did it. You got with my stupid system.
Didn't fuck it up.
Nice.
Yes, good job.
All right. So this is a big boy episode because we've got a lot to talk about because we've been away for 20 million years. Reggie joined the Space Marines. He's dead now. This is Reggie 2. I cloned him from me, so he's better.
This is really cool.
Yeah. What the fuck did you say to me? Hold on. Let's walk that back.
The squeakle, Alvin.
You know,
okay.
you know, like the funny chipmunk. Yeah.
You remember YouTube from like the early 2000s? That shit.
I know what you're talking about. I just spite you for it.
That's okay. It's gonna get much worse. We've got a lot to cover.
Yeah. So we're starting off the docket with there's a shit ton coming out in June, so we're just gonna start with the most immediate thing because we can't cover most of it. And I guarantee you something's going to be announced tomorrow that will make me want to eat an entire crawler core. But Lightning Overdrive TCG.
Yes, finally. It's been a long time coming. And, oh boy. Do we get the obvious? Do we get the obvious out of the way first?
You know that feeling you get when someone tells you that they're going to, like, do something bad? You don't believe it, and then they do something bad. It's like,
why did you do this?
Yeah, that's what it felt like when they announced more War Rock support.
It's impressive. They've done it again. I'm actually like 100% certain that they've committed to the joke.
It really is fucking baffling. Like, sometimes you will get an archetype that starts off really well, like Time Thieves, and then just goes fucking nowhere. Sometimes you will get an archetype that starts good and ends good, like fucking Trap Tricks. Sometimes you'll get an archetype like Salamangreat, which starts off as the literal worst thing in the game and then goes on to fucking win worlds. Then there's War Rocks.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Like people say this thing should have came out like 10 years ago. There's just no jokes. This is beyond anything you could ever imagine. Like a quick play attack gain, like there's kind of like a quick play negate, and then there's some shit traps. But I can't put my finger on anything from what I've seen that actually elevates the strategy.
Yeah, and the weird thing is, almost every single card in the archetype has this weird obsession with gaining 200 attack.
They really expect you to have 5 War Rocks on board and be swinging every turn.
The War Rocks are impressive in that they have, I think, a grand total of 2 good cards, and they're still bad because they're fucking War Rock cards.
Yeah, you're only as good as like the rest of the cards in your respective archetype. And
you want to know what the kicker about these fuckers is?
Go on.
They ate up a secret rare slot again.
To be honest with you, I'm actually thankful because like at this point it's just absorbing secret rare slots from cards that may have kind of deserved it a bit more, but now can be a bit cheaper.
Diviner hurts me on a spiritual level because there is nothing good in this set for meta players whatsoever.
You knew it was coming though, like Diviner being secret rare.
It's like, I'll be honest, I am way into the sunk cost fallacy with Drytrons right now. So if Diviner came out and was like $40, I could accept that. But she's gonna come out and be $120, and I can't accept that. That's where Mudwire draws the line.
Yeah, but she's not the only secret. If you're building Drytron, she's not the only secret, though, is she? That you need.
No, but at least you only need 1 Mu Beta Fafnir. Like that, I can accept like secret rare extra deck monsters. I can't accept shit like Diviner. That's the line in the sand.
Everyone's gonna be fighting over that thing.
Well, see, here's the other thing. it's not something like Pot of Extravagance or whatever stupid pot was in the last set where it's like, oh, a lot of people can use this. One deck can use this. It just so happens that there's nothing else in this set that's really meta relevant whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm getting really like, I wouldn't say, not Rising Rampage bad, what was it next one? Chaos Impact, sort of? Where there was not a lot going on in the set, bar like the chase secrets.
Rising Rampage was pretty... Rising Rampage had exactly like one good card.
Yeah, I didn't want to use that one in particular, but it was the first one that came to mind where I was like, yeah, all this you can just forget about it, you want X card.
Yeah, it's Rising Rampage is truly the Cyberdark impact of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Who would win in a fight?
Me.
I will crush two boxes.
He's gonna waste $10 like that?
Do it again.
God, though, just to like run down the list of War Rocks here real quick before we get to something not stupid. Wento lets you gain 800 attack with a shitty floating effect. Mammoth is a level 5 that doesn't have a special summon condition, but has a tributeless normal summon and destroys back row after damage calculation without at least having the common decency to fucking stop it from activating like Ancient Gears. God.
Yeah, the list goes on. The quick play's pretty good.
Yeah. Dignity.
Ironically called Dignity. I can only think of, like, you know, the bit from The Simpsons where he's like doing the
It's Dignity.
It's Dignity. It's been in my head all week and I can't shake it.
I was thinking of the fucking Duang instead.
What a wonderful duet.
Basilios really steals no dignity. True. Meteoragon is at least decent for the deck because he has actual like
negation,
card destruction protection.
Oh, is it?
He negates when he attacks, which is too slow to matter unless you're like fighting Time Lords.
Is he?
It's
better than Basilios, or
yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You've heard it here first. 3 Basilios in the trash. It's all about.
Ah, that's weird. He's already in there.
Oh no.
Don't cry for me. I'm already dead. Yeah, it's like Dignity is decent, and when I first saw Dignity, I thought it was a continuous spell, so I was like, oh, this is really good. And then I looked at it again, it's like, oh, it's a quick play.
Yeah, it was the thing that was obscured in that leak picture, wasn't it? And I thought it was some kind of Cerulean Skyfire type deal. I was like, oh, okay, maybe there's actually some decent control potential.
Yeah, because I didn't see a single once per turn. Then it's like, I mean, it's still not bad. I think a lot of decks would kill for that, but it's...
There are worse.
Locking back row negation to the battle phase is stupid, though.
Can we talk about the revival spell?
Let's talk about fucking Spirit.
That's so bad.
Smells like War Rock Spirit.
I don't like the smell.
Why the fuck do you give an entirely battle-centric archetype a revival cell that penalizes you unless you summon the monster in fucking defense position? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
You might as well play Back to the Front or something.
You might as well not play fucking War Rocks, but chances are, viewer, you have a brain, so you're already doing that.
Some poor kid has probably bought a box of whatever the first set they came out in and pulled all his War Rocks, and he's going to open a box of Lightning Overdrive and going to pull more War Rocks.
And he's going to wonder why God is doing this to him.
He's going to sit at his locals, and everyone's just going to laugh at him, and he'll hate Yu-Gi-Oh forever.
Good.
Which is record time for a lot of...
War Rock players don't deserve this game.
They were done dirty.
I want to talk about the last 2 cards before I get over to a summation on this trash fire. So Generations is a slow, shitty back row that'll get destroyed before it can summon out whatever shitty monster it was gonna summon. And big blows Lamau.
Big blow's pretty bad.
It's...
Even with the battle focus, it's like, oh well, if your card's destroyed by a card effect, like, you've just not read the other cards.
Yeah, it's just like, at the very least, why could you at least not... Look, Gladiator Rejection for Gladiator Beast is not a perfect card, but could you at least not make something like that that forces the opponent into the battle phase so they do what you want them to with like a continuous trap, instead of just making this hyper-situational garbage?
All in all, just play Amazoness. It's
Yeah.
pretty much just do that instead.
Amazoness are a fun beatdown deck based around making your opponent take the fucking damage and banishing all their shit, because fuck you, waifus.
And they're cheaper.
Yes.
By sheer virtue of having not as many secret rare slots.
They got a cute tiger too, so that's pretty cool. Fucking look. War Rocks may have War Rock Mommy, but Amazoness is Mommy archetype, so you know, just shut up.
So that was 10 minutes speaking about War Rocks.
It's gonna be 11 because I got one more thing to say.
Oh shit, there's another one?
No, there's not another card. It's just like, I just want to sum this up. I get to a certain extent that Konami's probably making this archetype to like hype it up to casuals, because like, oh, big number battle phase, brr. But if you're gonna do that, don't be afraid to make them good. Ancient Gears and Amazoness have a really fun kind of battle phase oriented thing without purposely handicapping themselves. You can make this thing appealing to casuals without making it super bad.
Yeah, like this, they do have just bad design for the sake of bad design. It almost feels like.
Yeah, like I understand that not every set can be amazing 10 out of 10 fucking Duelist Alliance all over again, because you're gonna have insane power creep in a game like this if that happens. But don't be afraid to throw a bone to pet decks. Is all I'm saying.
Well, it could be worse.
Could it?
No. Well, apart from that, there are some other interesting things coming in on the TCG side for Lightning Overdrive.
No, yeah, it's I like most of the rest of the interesting ones. Like, I mean, yeah, words. Sorry. I like some of the other interesting ones, like Proof of Priflas shows that someone in this set had a hard-on for Domain Monarchs, which is really nice to see. Him and Camouflite are going to be fun.
Yeah, they seem to, like, it seems like a weird little tribute engine almost in that. But I can't see people playing both. The Camouflite will probably see more play in Domain.
I think so, because Camouflite gains you more advantage, but I think Proof can help you get through an Ashed or Impermed Adea easier. I'll definitely have to do some testing, because I want to ask the Monarch Discord for some help, because that's generally how this shit goes for me. But yeah, I'm excited to be able to give Monarchs another shot. I love those boys.
As well as I like the Throm, the Discipline Angel's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, they're giving Earth a lot of love recently, like in terms of both Earth Fairy and Earth Machine. So it's kind of nice to see. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see like less popular good stuff .deck getting stuff.
Then there's also a few imports as well.
Yeah, we got that one card that helps Charmers. We got Flag Plant Lady, DDD Maxwell because fuck you, Binary Blader because double fuck you, and the 3 remaining Sunvine cards because why make people buy Utopias by importing Utopic Future Dragon?
We'll move on to that shortly because I think we both know what they're doing here.
We did. We just got an announcement like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, they've literally just announced their intentions, and I was about to highlight this in another point that we were going to talk about, but we'll get to that in a bit.
We'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it. But yeah, I think the last thing, unless you have more about Lightning Overdrive's TCG release, I think the last thing I want to talk about for it is just kind of the secret distribution.
No, I don't have anything.
Yeah. So the last thing I want to talk about is that I might have already touched on this, but It really does feel like they were really struggling to pick secrets for this set, and I think this right here is a prime example of why these sets should not have 10 secret rares. Because it's intensely bad for the player side.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to rear its ugly head in terms of like what gets picked and how it kind of penalizes.
Yeah, I think I kind of expected Amazement to get it just because there's a lot of hype behind it. I don't know how it will perform because I don't think it performed too well in the OCG, but it's a fun pet deck at the very least. And Rose Dragon got one, which is kind of uncomfortable. But
I feel like
the
there was no way Rose Dragon was escaping without a sequel. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ruddy Rose Dragon, by the way.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of people like beating on that. It's not great. But like it kind of like they kind of like back themselves into a corner because the TCG does like to sterilize when it matters to them.
Yeah, I understand to a certain degree. That's like, oh, we still want to keep this like public image of being mostly a kids game, which is fine. You gotta take the territory with that. But could you not just call it Crimson Rose Dragon?
Yeah, I feel like someone definitely had kind of like a brain fart and totally forgot that there are other words.
Yeah, you could even call it something like Plasma Rose Dragon if you wanted to. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, your Destiny Hero treatment.
Yeah. It's at the same time though. This set did pull a Flames of Destruction. Scrap Raptor's a common, baby.
Yeah, I'm color me shocked. I'm actually surprised they did that.
Same. I can play pure scraps because I already picked up all the pieces and I got the searcher before anyone gave a shit about scraps.
Yeah,
hey.
I've been looking at some pack openings and he's like, it comes up in pretty much every other pack. So they are either they're going to hit dinos,
good,
or it will get hit quite quickly. That's my personal view on that.
I'd prefer for them to hit dinos.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like I'd rather the dinos take the hit because they're so long. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's like, listen, from an aesthetic and gameplay standpoint, I love dinos, but for fuck's sake, get the fuck out of the game. You're supposed to be dead.
It's not that I don't want them to die. I just want them to do something else.
Yeah, I totally get that because I love decks that are like, haha, Lamau, pop my own stuff. That just does something for me, but it's been 2 years.
Yeah, you pop the baby and okay, here comes my conductor Tyranno, and but how many Dino archetypes have we had in the since Destruct
None.
came out? Dino Wrestler.
Yeah, there's that and exactly nothing else. It's
been pretty dry for dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm not counting chemistry because
no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that statement. They don't deserve a finish. We're
not gonna go there.
Yeah, but that's a big old talk on Lightning Overdrive. My overall thoughts on the TCG side of things are pretty negative.
Yeah, I'm neutral to it. There's nothing here that wows me.
Yeah, I mean, on one side, it's nice to see a lot of stuff. Like, Utopias didn't get a single secret, which is like, oh, which really fucking surprised me. But at the same time... Huh?
It's exciting to see.
Yeah, but at the same time, it is kind of depressing to see that the secrets hold no value outside of maybe 2 cards, one of which is a 3-of in the deck that needs to be played in, and the imports being bad and War Rocks being War Rocks.
At least we're done with War Rocks. That's it now. No more. Right?
Let's talk about Ghosts from the Past.
Oh, yeah, Ghosts from the Past. Yeah. How's your scalp?
It's it's not growing back, which is weird. I thought they were supposed to do that. Let me just read you my notes here. Holy shit. Wow. Worse than I possibly imagined. Holy fuck. I actually have like another write up on this that I'm going to refer to.
Yeah, you had like a little rant about this, and you've been complaining about it for quite some time.
I have been. So Ghost from the Past is a set that already was doomed to have 40% of its card list be trash. Because it was... The good news is that Konami took a hint and decided, let's see this special Japanese set, Selection 10, let's just import that all at once, which I appreciate. I don't appreciate the OCG making a pack as bad as Selection 10, though. So, you've got Selection 10, which I think we've covered at length, but Shaddolls are neat, Lavals are neat, Time Thieves are kind of neat, but everything else is so bad. It's... Hieratics are almost good, but their new spell should have been backwards. The new Necrise exists, I guess. Sunvines suck dick. Starry Nights suck. Random one-off vampire garbage. Why the fuck is Fairy Tail even here? And then, after that, they chose to gut the only good structure deck that we've had in a while, Dragunities, and sell it back to us piecemeal. The only two actually good cards in this set are Dragunity Remus, because they gutted a structure deck, and Evenly Matched, because they gutted it from another structure deck. There is not a single good reprint in this set. I'm fairly comfortable saying that. You put all this Dragunity stuff in here, and instead of reprinting more Dragunity stuff, you fucking reprint Time Thieves. Time Thieves do not deserve this many reprints. They don't need rarity bumps. What we need in sets like this is easier, cheaper ways to get a lot of the staples for these decks. And they chose not to. I get some reprints like Armed Dragon level 10, but at the same time, there's so much unnecessary shit in here. And then for the actually expensive decks, like Photon Galaxy, they reprint Photon Thrasher, call it a day. Dragunity, reprint Phalanx, and call it a day. So that way they can be... There's another set that we're going to cover that's coming out soon. And that's going to tie into this shit. It just... I don't want to rant about this too much, because, no, but the only thing of meta relevance here is Evenly Matched. And the worst part is, because of the Ghost Rare thing, scalpers bought the shit out of this set. So Konami's going to look at this and say, haha, Lamau, this sold very well, let's do it again. And they reprint shit that they just reprinted. Erupt was in maximum gold and they're reprinting it again. Fucking... I'm going to say one more thing, because I need to stop myself before I shit my eyes out of my ass. There is one reprint in this set that is so offensive to me, it should be banned. Terror of Trishula.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. That one's completely the most smooth-brained reprint I think I've seen in quite some time.
So you have a card that already no one plays in its respective deck because it's unsearchable, and it's generally bad because it requires you to have something pretty specific. And this structure deck, with this specific card, that just came over here like 1 or 2 months before this set, in Super Rare, and they choose to waste a slot in this set, reprinting it in Ultra Rare. Why would they fucking do that? I legitimately have no idea what the fuck went wrong with this set.
Yeah, I think someone really made a big mistake somewhere along the line with this set, and it's definitely been a downhill process, because up until this point, the box sets like Dual Overload, what's your one?
Maximum Gold?
Yeah, Maximum Gold.
Dual Power.
They've all been pretty good up until this point. There's been nothing seriously wrong with any of them. I think Maximum Gold was a little bit wonky in my opinion.
There was one point where they were reprinting Ra's Disciple a lot, but I think that's a bit of a different beast.
Other than that, I think this is the first one that's been standout bad, and I think they were definitely really leaning on those Ghost Rares to sell the set.
Yeah, and it's depressing because they probably did.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was pure novelty and pure cash grab.
Yeah, we're in a scalper's market right now. Maybe not for Yu-Gi-Oh, fortunately, but this one did kick that action of the sellers into high gear for whatever reason.
Imagine fighting a dude in a Walmart over some cards.
Imagine pulling a gun on someone and making a big retail store literally stop selling Pokemon and sports cards because of it. Actually happened. That's not a joke.
I know. This is genuinely why we can't have nice things.
It's... Look, I know I complained about Maximum Gold because I have weirdly high standards for sets like these. If I can't see a shit ton of cards in there, they're like, oh, this card was like at least $5 beforehand, then I'm gonna shit on it. And that's probably unfair of me. But I am justified in shitting on this one. I am entirely justified in shitting on Ghost from the Past.
You're not just mad they broke up the Dragoonity structure deck. Best structure deck of the year.
Yes.
Not just mad.
That doesn't help, is the thing. Because, again, they start off with a bad base, and they can fix this by adding good reprints. But no.
It is what it is. It's too late to change anything. It's been done.
God, I hope King's Court doesn't suck dick.
I'm not going to bank on it, because we may experience the same thing once again.
Once per turn, Poker Knights are treated as War Rocks.
God damn it.
I really want War Rocks to become our new Noble Knights.
I think they are the new Noble Knights.
No, but the same amount of push that Noble Knights get, and it gets to the point where the Japanese are like, ah, it's stupid, hold up, let me do this.
Hold the fuck up. You guys are doing it wrong. They do it with all other TCG archetypes.
They make nuclear War Rocks and they're an instant hit.
God, nuclear war doesn't sound too bad right now.
Yeah. Actually, unironically, you could probably do that and just have them be like post-apocalyptic cavemen instead.
Yeah, go full Mad Max.
I just accidentally made a good idea. Hire me, Jimbo.
Yeah, man. Get us in on the action. We're more than happy to fix this shit. We can do this. Trust us. Freshness.
Or, I could make Ghosts from the Past too if you want. I'll reprint nothing but, the fucking... Yeah.
Rise Disciple.
I'm going to make a TCG exclusive combination of Galaxy Worm and Ra's Disciple.
All different rarities.
We're going to make a new rarity called Invisible Rare. It might look like there's only 4 cards instead of 5 in the pack. Don't worry, that's natural.
It's supposed to happen.
We're going to... This one's called Flammable Rare. Don't leave it in the sunlight.
Let's get out of here. This is a dark place.
I don't like it. So should we talk about Cyberstyle next?
Yeah, let's talk about Cyberstyle because I think I quite like what I'm seeing personally.
Yeah, this deck has been a bit of a roller coaster for me, to be honest.
Yeah, it's had its ups and downs from like the good card like Chimera and like later on Cyberdark Wild, and the kind of not great cards.
Yeah, let's start with the bad card. So let's impart our psychic visions onto the viewers. We'll use our psychic seeing stones for 20. What the fuck accent? What voice am I doing?
I thought you were like going for a Linkara sort of thing.
It's me, the Lightbringer. Would you like me to summon a Cyberdark to your field? Dude, did you ever see that image of him in the fucking obelisk blue outfit?
What? No, I don't even know what he looks. I don't even know what he looks like.
Hold on.
I just have this vision.
Let me see if I can find it.
He sounds like he wears a fedora, and I can't.
Oh, you don't know how right you are, baby. Let me send this to you.
Show me the money. Oh my god. Oh,
so Jaden, I see you've come to the Society of Light.
It's me, Hell Kaiser.
If Chaz was Linkara, I think I'd love him even more.
He looks like a GX character.
I wish this was the Bada Bing Bada Boom video game guy.
Put him up on the VOD when you take it to YouTube. because this thing needs a visual aid.
I will. Phil Jaden, I heard you like comic book heroes.
It'll be out when it's out. I just know the references. Never laid eyes on this goblin in my life.
I run an all goblin deck, don't you know? I summon Fedora Goblin in defense position. God save me.
So,
okay.
Cyberducks.
Yeah.
They really are that interesting.
Yeah. It's so interesting we got distracted talking about Linkara. Okay, but fucking... Let's start from... We'll give them our viewpoint. Fucking Eternal Cyber. Intensely fucking bad.
Yeah, it's not great. It's really stilted in like Revival.
Yeah. Eternal Cyber is a card that shoots itself on the foot on 2 separate occasions. One, it can only summon the fusions. So you already have to put in a shit ton of effort to get these fuckers out, or it's not doing anything. 2 is it properly summoned.
Yeah.
Like, Konami, could you please just do the thing that Malefic's did, and it's like, haha, Lemao, shuffle it back and then summon it. That would be fine. You can do that. You know you can do that to get around your own self-imposed rule to make reactors bad as a joke.
Yeah, they do just pick and choose when to make a card bad, and there's no fighting it.
Yeah, it's just only reviving the big boss monsters and instead of helping make them is not something this deck can really afford. But after that, Attachment Cyburn.
I'd play one. Just one. Because I think you have to play one, at least.
I get that, just because if you're set on making Cyber Darkness, you can use this as an extra negate for him, essentially. But I was expecting and hoping for a different attribute monster to help out Cyberdarks alongside Horizon, right? But this is garbage. The fact that it only gets the revival effect when it leaves the field while equipped is just a slap in the face. And the equip effect itself doesn't do anything. Just run Cyber Dragon Core as your other attribute. He achieves something when he's in the graveyard. Because you can mill Chimera and Core, banish Core, summon Noxter from deck, Noxter revives Core.
Can I just stop you there and say it's crazy we're actually talking about Cyberdark plays in this day and age?
It feels so good.
It's surreal, almost.
It's legitimately good. I've always loved Cyberdarks because, like, when you're a kid, you don't know no better, and you look at something stupid, it's like, ah, that's epic-based! And then you play it as an adult, it's like, haha, oh. So it is nice to see them actually be able to achieve something.
Yeah, I mean, they did their best. Not every card in the set can be a complete knockout. Like, I really do believe they expended all their brain power on Sacred Beasts.
Yeah, but Sacred Beasts is a deck after my own heart. By God, I love that fucking deck. Like, I don't think anyone expected it to be meta, but we actually got like a weird compact Curious engine in the form of it, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah, this was constrained by like literally anime, and being attached to Cyber Dragons.
Yeah, but even then, I just wish that there were fewer restrictions, like Cyberdark Invasion. I like Cyberdark Invasion a lot because it's a really good control effect for the deck, because it allows you to pop your own equips, which not only procs your equips, but also allows you to non-target destroy something your opponent controls, which is really nice in a deck like this. But it's just, I do wish it could activate the effect to equip from either graveyard and the effect to pop in the same turn. Because I know that would give you ammo to pop every single turn, but at the same time, come on, it's Cyberdarks.
Yeah, I think they are I think they were really banking on Cyber Darkness End, just to be like this big deal, and this would be like, oh, maybe it's a bit too much. But
yeah,
not really.
Yeah, By God, though, I love Cyberdark End. What a stupid card.
Yeah, it's a cool boss monster.
I also love how they essentially made it Boral Sword proof if you summon it via Chimera.
Yeah, it was nice to just be rewarded for doing it properly.
No, yeah, it's really cool. It's stupid big number, but by God, is it the most fun kind of stupid big number. This is like Chaos Ancient Gear Giant to me. This is the good way to do it.
Oh yeah, it's the good shit.
Yeah, and I think the last new card they got is something that is, oh my God, on the level of fucking 7 Spirit Gates, motherfucking Cyberdark World, which might unironically become an engine in other decks, just like 7 Spirit Gates.
Yeah, this is like the spiritual successor to Spirit Gates, where you just search something.
Yeah, it's another search, which it's like, you know, you can't exactly search the same thing that's in the graveyard, but I mean, it's like, whatever, there's still a lot you can search. It gets you a free normal summon, and also gives them an effect that's slightly more like the anime.
Where you can snatch things out in the graveyard.
Yeah, of your opponent's graveyard, which
Yeah.
it really is weird how hard they nerfed them when they brought them over into the real game.
They really were afraid of that side of style.
Yeah. But yeah, it does suck that Cyberdark World doesn't have a whole lot impactful that it can steal, but the other two effects to search and get another normal summon are so fucking big, it doesn't even fucking matter. This is a fantastic card.
Yeah, it's pretty well designed. Like, there is a neat little like resource loop with Cyberdragon Core and the 2 discarded searches.
Dude, they made it unironically possible to summon fucking Cyber Darkness Dragon turn 1 now. I fucking love that.
Yeah, that's big props.
Yeah. I think this card single-handedly saved this structure deck after like Cybern and Eternal Cyber let me down.
Yeah, the expectations weren't high, but they were certainly
Low. Speaking of low expectations, Impermanence and Lightning Storm reprints. I mean, Effect Regular and Hey True Nate. Wow.
I will give him a bit of credit. Lost Wind.
Fuck you. Sincerely, fuck you.
I want to believe that at least Imperm will make it in.
I feel like it's got a chance, but like Lightning Storm's a no-go.
Yeah, no, not a chance. Never.
It's because like it's kind of weird because Konami is all over the place with this shit. Because sometimes you'll get like, Salaman, great, they're not going to bring Ash Blossom, and that deck won't do anything. It's like, hey, you want a free meta deck for like $30, stupid, and then like $10 additional if you get the Sunlight Wolf? Here you go, dude.
And then for the next like 2 years, they'll just completely bait you. And
we made Charmers bad as a joke.
Man, I can't believe they need Cap Charmers so bad. Still mad.
Yeah, it's even worse because they fucked us out of evenly matched. Like, why would you do that? Is it just to sell Ghosts from the Past?
This is how conspiracy theorists must feel. Genuinely.
Is the monster in evenly matched actually a monarch? Watch my YouTube for more.
Yes, you are very clever.
Secret tribute support. Yeah, I am kind of left, like, I like the structure deck. I feel it's a bit underwhelming on some fronts, but it's nice to see that they massively boosted them. But I do feel it falls a bit short compared to the Sacred Beast structure deck, because they not only got the massive boost of consistency, but also shit like, haha, Lamau negates Super Poly.
Yeah, but at the same time, they also gave Sacred Beasts the Armor Tile retrain. Further down the line, so we could potentially see one more card.
If
they get something on that level, I think they might actually have a fighting chance of doing something.
I hope that one particular card that you know I'm thinking of isn't just it. It begins with a D and ends with a D.
D's nuts.
Anyways, moving on. What are we talking about next? I'm thinking Dawn of Majesty Part 2.
Yeah, we got started on that last time, I believe.
Yeah, and then we got fucking Bamboozled. We got Double Tricked. Despias.
Keep buying Albaz. Keep buying.
Buy Albaz! But yeah, we got a new fusion-based archetype that sure does fuse. It seems kind of weird to see so many fusion decks become good stuff.deck after how specific they used to be.
Yeah, I think fusions are definitely the last summoning method to be getting the good stuff treatment. But it's welcome. I don't mind it.
Yeah, on the other hand, if I see one more fucking Shadal's Invoke Dogmatica, I will...
Yeah, it's getting a bit old. I don't like the fact that you can, like, for the smaller ones, you can only use one effect per turn.
Yeah.
So they are screaming like boneless Orcust.
Borkus.
Borkus. But the fusion...
You take the bones out of Orcus, they don't have much left, do they?
It's just a pile of trumpets on the floor.
I summon Hoenn!
Dude. Yeah, the fusion's cool. But I like that.
Yeah, no. I like how Konami's getting weird but still decent with some of their stuff. Like, Dramaturgia is a great negate and easy to summon without losing resources and shit. He's not the fusion, but he is pretty good. And he works well in the deck. They've been doing a lot more like hand trap negates like Fleur de Lis and Dramaturgia recently.
Yeah, sort of like having a condition on field and then summoning out a body that does something.
Yeah.
Instead of just straight up discarding a card to negate.
Yeah. And stuff like Deshpi and Proshenium has a really fucking hilarious steal effect that's like, oh, you wanted to use that monster in your graveyard?
Fuck
well, it's my monster in my field now. It also has a shitty Flame Wingman effect, but it doesn't matter because the fucking steal effect is hilarious anyways. I guess also you can use it as like a super poly thing if you wanted to, like a psychopath.
Yeah, these yeah, they don't do a lot for me, but I can see people having quite a lot of fun with these.
Yeah, I appreciate that Proscenium and Quertus, the fusions, went out of their way to be kind of weird, because Quertus is like, alright, no one has any attacks, stupid. And it's also got...
What you could do with that, other than just attack big number.
Well, no, it does, like, it makes so that your shit essentially can't be run over, but at the same time, it makes it so that it's got a floating effect built in, so if the opponent does try to do something other than, like, straight up attack, which they probably will, then you get the plus off that.
Yeah, but notice how it doesn't out-dragoon still.
No, it does.
Does it?
Yeah, it changes the attack of all face-up monsters on the field to 0 until they...
Except
you know,
level. Yeah, except level. You've just seen it, haven't you?
You ever realize that Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't very good at reading?
It's baked in, like, intrinsically.
It's stylistically designed to be that way.
We made it hard to read as a joke.
You know the rules.
It's so good.
But yeah, let's see. The field spell is interesting in terms of reviving shit, but it doesn't exactly help you make a lot of plays aside from being a searchable and more permanent poly. It feels a little bit underwhelming compared to a lot of other field spells.
Yeah, it's kind of like... I don't think it's that bad. Like, it's definitely like a do nothing sort of thing where it's nice to have. I feel like any more than 2 of these, you'll be bricking on quite hard.
Yeah, and we also got an Albaz retrain, which happens with any deck that decides to base itself around a singular named monster, you're eventually going to get something else named as that monster because that monster will eventually end up sucking dick. I think Galaxy Eyes is the only one to avoid this, and their monster sucked dick from the get-go.
Yeah, I had a feeling something like this was coming ever since they first revealed Albaz. Like, they were... And obviously the lore was building up to it this whole time. But... I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, it's... I don't know, I think these could have potential to be good, but it's like every time I say that, I end up being wrong. So, you know.
Yeah, then every time you go, yeah, these guys fucking suck. And then they end up like tier 0.
I think the one time I was right about... The 2 times I was right about that were War Rocks and Virtual World, but I could not see VFD Virtual World coming, so don't trust me on anything. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's not hard to be right about War Rocks being shit. they were marked for death the moment like the announcement said, "Oh, they revolve around the battle phase." Oh. Just everyone's eyes glazed over.
Warlock.
Yeah,
that's not what they're called.
Maybe bring some warlocks in. There's no
Yeah,
warlock.
Warlock. I summon Warlock of the Ice Barrier in Warrock position.
Probably be better at warlocks than ice barriers.
Ice Barriers are at least competent now. Yeah, it's... Speaking of competent, Chronomaly.
Yeah, these guys got to suck.
What do you give the man who already has everything? Negates, probably.
Yeah, it was the one thing they were kind of lacking. But like, they didn't just get a negate. Like the trap, the glyph trap, actually amazing. Probably one of the best traps print this year.
Yeah, it's I'm kind of iffy on that kind of card in general because it's like I'm not huge on cards like, okay, do this to summon from your extra deck. It's like I'm gonna be doing that anyways. Oh no.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that you can essentially quick play shooter out your Vinmana from pretty much any rank 4 you can control or in your graveyard. So even if your play gets bopped and the dweller you make gets like sunk by
just like Atlantis,
you can still target it in the graveyard and summon your negate.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I've seen some nice combo decks using like things like Adamantipator to gain some more field presence. Yeah, I think these guys have got pretty good. It's like like gimmick puppets in comparison. We're getting support for basically the past 2 years, essentially non-stop, and they didn't get anything even close to this.
Yeah, it's nice that Konami's kind of in the give everyone a double summon phase, because the continuous is really nice and the detach help is kind of cute too, and Globe is a good lone fire for the deck, just like not just like Neverdisk, but like Neverdisk in the sense that it recycles itself. And Ekambaro is weird, but he works.
And that's all that matters.
Mayan Machine is still useless.
It's fun.
It's really not. Yeah.
Speaking of old ass decks, they've got pretty good stuff. Aliens also got some.
I was gonna say Gusto, but yeah, no. I'm kind of mixed on the new Alien stuff because don't get me wrong, they're objectively good. Buster is stupid easy A counter spreading, but doesn't really help them swarm. And Zelos, the Cosmic Pincher Boy, is a great Link 3 that Konami had the foresight to like, alright, you need reptiles to make this one, stupid. So reptile.good stuff is now possible.
Really maintaining the tradition of reptile links being pretty good.
Yeah, God, they really are. They've got like an easy peasy A counter spreader for control builds. They've got this for a good stun build. They've got Reptilian.
Yeah, for the search.
Yeah, and also for the make everything 0. It's
it was just for the longest time they were lacking the ability to put the bodies on field to make these cards.
Yeah, it's... I like these new cards, but my problem is that I wish they'd gotten some better swarming, and it kind of sucks that Zelos is now what you have to tunnel vision into.
Yeah, like, I know we were going to talk about Gustos in a second, but like, this was my main concern with Gustos, like how they were just going to railroad you into doing one thing, but instead that happens just like fall to aliens instead. But it's fine as far as it goes. It's like skill drain, raid counters, and an extra normal summon.
Yeah, and a search on top of it. He's got 3 stupidly good effects.
Yeah,
It's just you have to open stupidly good to make him. To make him and have a play set up, I mean.
yeah, he definitely wouldn't be as good if he was like a link 4, I'd say.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for aliens. And then there's Gusto.
Gusto. Yeah.
They lost the structure deck, but they won our hearts.
Yeah, they really did. It was like, pun intended, plucky little birds. Don't put feathers.
Don't.
But I think although the problem is, out of all those cards, only 2 of them are particularly any good.
And they're the 2 ones that just got released.
Oh wait, it's only 2 cards. Shit.
No, it's 3.
Oh yeah, it's 3. Yeah. Yeah. The new synchro is okay.
Yeah.
But I think, but it does what
the turbo.
Yeah, it does what the new main deck monster does. Just on a level 6 synchro.
Yeah, it really is just like... oh, it's freeze, not window. Why'd I say window? But yeah, it's because it gives everyone targeting protection, and the equip also gives destruction protection. So you've got Freeze, who cannot be destroyed by battle, and because of the new synchro, Rap Rampilica can't be targeted. You can just like slap on stupid protection onto this bitch. It's like, all right, say goodbye to your life points, asshole. Amazon-esque style.
Yeah, I know it's very one-dimensional, but it's quite fun in the similar vein of like the Ancient Gear sort of thing we were talking about earlier, where you just put it in the opposite direction.
Yeah, no, it's similar to Amazon-esque, where it's like I like the idea of using of going fucking full judo on your opponent. It's like, all right, I have all these tiny floaters, and I have one thing that redirects all the battle damage to you, stupid. And Rap Rampilica can use her targeting protection to make Freeze unable to be impermed or whatever, so they can't even negate her battle damage change effect.
Yeah, I think the hardest part is getting them both out on the field at once, because I find it does run out of steam.
Yeah. It's a fun idea, though, and I think Freeze's idea of ramming your shit into the opponent is a good way to work with the floating nature of the deck.
Yeah, no, and I think it works pretty well with all the recent win support that's come.
Yeah, like a Win Girl Searcher. Wait, hold on. You can use oh god, what's her name?
Yeah, so you use the Win medium. Which
yeah,
you can use
her with
you can search with Spirit Charmers, the quick play from the structure deck.
And then you use her. No, you can use her medium or whatever. You discard her and Griffin.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it with the quick play as well, and then search Win, and then do another search.
Oh, that's so good to me.
Yeah,
that's
which
so
actually nice seeing the Charmers doing some actual work. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping in the future, when more of the searching Charmers come through, we start to see a bit more of that, because I think that Spirit Charmers quick play is a pretty neat little engine.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna get the fire one next because that's least likely to cause problems.
The Dragon Ruler approach.
Yep. Well, the difference between that Blaster sucks fat dick. So I don't think Blaster can achieve anything, and I'm still not certain why he's not just limited. But I'm stupid. Don't trust me.
Dragon Rulers are scary. That's why.
Yeah.
I still don't know I still don't know what they do.
They pretty much just float infinitely, and we're able to go +7 in a single turn.
Okay.
I don't fully understand it myself because I wasn't on board with Yu-Gi-Oh at the time that was going on, but
yeah, I think there was some hype like back when links were actually good that you could do firewall loops, but I think we are past that.
I'm glad Firewall's rehabilitated. He's a good boy.
No, he's been fucking kneecapped.
He just had to go through a Mike Tyson phase.
He'll be back to biting people's ears off in no time.
This is slightly off topic, but I know a while back they had Mike Tyson play Mike Tyson's Punch Out because he had never played it before and he lost to Glass Joe.
Is he the first guy?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I mean, he only claimed to be good at real boxing.
Yeah. I don't know, I just think it's kind of cute, and it's nice to see that he is legitimately rehabilitated. But that's a whole other thing. Yeah, I think the rest of Dama here is one-offs.
Yeah, I think there's some odds and ends. I've not really put much thought into talking about them because they are literally just single cards.
Yeah, because like the new Aquamador still sucks dick.
Feels like he's wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
He does nothing. He does nothing at all.
Why does he keep getting retrained? He's had 3 retrains.
None of them are good. I'd still rather play like the old Aquamador.
Yeah.
At least,
real Phantasm Spiral Hours?
I'm gonna say, at least you can make Bahamut Shark. Summon Toad.
Summon Toad, Utopic Future Dragon!
Yeah, and that's still doing more than Glacial Aquamador.
Yeah, the new Pendulum is kind of interesting too, and it'll be interesting to see.
Oh, is that the Messiah guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's fucking nuts. I love him.
Yeah. He Eldritch like fucked his wife once, and he's never forgiven him for it.
Good. Partially
because he doesn't have a wife, but I mean, you know.
Triff is his wife. Fuck Triff. Restoring the honor of pendulums.
In order to make pendulums meta, you must have sex with me.
Let's go!
Reggie, I've got bad news. We're both brain dead.
Oh, I already knew that. It's fine.
There's also, there's Gregar the Starfucker, who gives Virtual Worlds a new boss. Great, cool, fuck off. There's Alvain, who gives, the first non-effect fusion tuner in a while, which could allow for some fun, stupid shit.
Oh, is this the set with the Torque Fusion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that card. I'm already getting some mileage out of it in a few days.
Yeah, that's gonna be the one card in this set that costs $1 million fucking dollars.
That and the new Synchro card.
Oh yeah, the wolf. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, the wolf. I was talking about the Searcher. Is that this set? The one that searches and special summons.
Are you talking about Stardust Synchron?
No, the fusion deployment one.
Oh yeah, Synchro Overtake.
Yeah, this
really.
Yeah, this card concerns me.
I kind of love it. The one thing that makes me not like it is the fact that fucking fish can abuse it. Thank you, Deep Sea Diva, you piece of shit.
Should have stayed banned.
Why did I say fish? I meant sea serpents. But yeah, Synchro Overtake is going to be stupidly good for junk speeder builds, because it just allows you to, it fixes the main problem of the deck, which is extending through a negation, which is something that Stardust Synchron also helps with.
Yeah, it was building up to this point, and I think my only gripe with it is that it's oh no, I'm not talking about I'm still talking about the card itself. It's the fact that they made it intentionally better than Fusion Deployment by sheer virtue of like special summoning from graveyard, and as well as adding specific cards to hand.
Oh, I didn't know that I could do it from graveyard. Actually, shit. But yeah, it is a lot more versatile than fusion deployment. But I've still got a soft spot for fusion deployment on account of being really fucking funny in a Neos build.
Yeah, I like it. I like fusion deployment for that reason as well, where it's like it just does quirky things. And any opportunity where I can run it, I will try and run it.
Yeah, it's like I could run Isolde, but at the same time, I also want to run. I just want to run like a fucking favorite hero meme build and summon out U-Belt like the dickhead I am. So you know what? You only live once. You only make bad decisions a number of times. Let's fucking go.
I summon Neos in attack position.
I don't know how to respond to that attack on my person.
It's okay. No one knows how to respond to that. Judge.
Judge, is he allowed to summon? Is that a real card?
Technically, no. Didn't Jaden just draw on a piece of paper and get blasted into space? Wake up, people! Neos isn't real.
Yu-Gi-Oh's not real. You're gonna be late for work. Yeah, fucking. There is also Slower Swaller because Lyra Lusk Hour is now.
Yeah, we're leaning hard on the birds right now.
But yeah, their time has come, and so have I.
Don't come to the birds.
Have you seen the new Lyra Lusk Ixies?
That's illegal, you know. We'll get to that.
Listen, those blue-footed boobies can't stop me, dude. Don't laugh at that.
It's too late.
So yeah, there's also there's a new spirit monster to help keep your shit on the field, so that's nice. There's Volnigesh, which is he's a rank 7 that's outclassed by other rank 7s, but fuck it, I'm using him in Armed Dragons because he's funny.
Oh yeah, I think that's pretty cool. He's basically he's playing me in Red Eyes card.
Yeah, it's I also like how he works with Armed Dragon Blitz, so you have an actual play you can set up, and it becomes a quick effect too, so it's actually pretty decent for them.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be anything groundbreaking.
Yeah. I'm sure Pyra the Skylark Dragon, the rank 6 Ixies, has opportunities to be annoying, so good for him. And there's a Sulfachord link that's essentially 1/10 of Electromite.
Yeah, talk about being broken down piecemeal. Pretty sure like Sulfachord was an attempt at breaking down. Between that and Metal Foes, trying to just break down Electromite as much as possible.
The only breakdown is the breakdown I'm having right now when they don't unban Electromite.
Come on, just put into one. Just put into one.
Just
legitimately,
one
give me a fucking break here.
Yeah, I think the pendulum bashing has gone on a little bit too long. And I think it will eventually come to a head when they just they just go fuck it and start releasing broken cards.
Yeah, like, listen. I understand Astrograph and Electromite cannot be off at the same time, but you cannot tell me that Joker and Double Iris need to be on that ban list. You can take them off. The game will be fine.
Trust me.
I know what I'm talking about.
I won worlds.
I brought my Twin Long Rods Turbo to Worlds. The trick is telling it.
He didn't play.
The trick is telling everyone I have COVID and coughing on their cards.
Don't do this, ladies and gentlemen. It's not advised.
Yeah, other interesting one-offs, aside from Retort Fusion, aka the Chase Secret, is Live Twins, who get more consistency and still have no fucking identity as a deck.
Yeah. They're still...
What the fuck?
They don't do anything. I mean, apparently they're quite fun, like, in terms of doing the little loop where they summon 2 links.
I just have no idea what the fuck their core gameplay style is. I look at them and it's like, all right, these are cards, and I don't really know.
Like VTubers, they latch onto something else that's better and just suck all the fun out of it.
Yeah, it's M Warriors are VTubers now, according to them, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do. I'd watch it.
I love the stupid old normal monsters that just show up sometimes. That shit's great. But now it's time for the two big boys of this set, the real champions, Triamid and Gemma Boys.
Hell yeah! I almost forgot that these guys got support.
Konami almost forgot that they existed.
It wouldn't surprise me. But no, the Triamid card's good. I think it fills in a nice gap where they were kind of just missing that little bit of extra.
Yeah, I like how Triamid loading gives them a pretty good like search loop now, and Dimer Synthesis is stupidly good.
Yeah,
this is the set of forgotten archetypes.
It is between this and Lightning Overdrive Pet, and even the set before Lightning Overdrive. Pet deck's getting quite...
Bulvo.
Yeah. Because Digital Wolf's got their...
It's fabled time, boys.
You know, like it's a good year to have a pet deck right now.
It is. This is why I'm glad that anime support is dead.
all we had to do was kill anime.
Go back to Rush Duels! It's, yeah, Dimer Synthesis and Triamid Loading are both good fucking cards. Pendulum Treasure, Lamau, Electromite, too powerful, please understand. Fucking Margin Trade is funky as hell, and I like it. Stall Turn is really interesting. It can protect plays, but is also unsearchable and maybe not live. And Springand's Interluder gives the deck an easy negate at a high cost, but is still pretty worth it. And then Jar of Generosity is legitimately the worst card I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that's all you got to say about it. But I think it is kind of novel to see them release just completely awful cards. Just hang on, I'm gonna change this. That aren't Warlocks.
The what? It's been 20 minutes and already I've forgotten about Warrocks.
Then you get reminded they're Warlocks.
Life's kind of bad like that.
Damn, Warlocks do really be existing right now.
But yeah, I think that's most of the big shit in the set. And my final thoughts are the set has fun stuff, but probably won't achieve too much. It's better than the last two, I think, but that feels like it's not saying much. I still love the Synchron support, though.
There's always the next set.
Yeah, it's Burst of Destiny is going to shape up to be real fucking interesting, and also Dragon Link, you sons of a bitch, your time is up.
Hopefully they get hit soon, because I'm sick of seeing Dragon Link decks.
I went into online locals for the first time in a long time the other day. It went terribly, but my first matchup was Dragon Link, and I honestly found that way more tolerable than my fucking 2 control matchups. And I was running control. It was a miserable experience the whole way through. But yeah, I think after Dama, there is Duelist of Fail, Lamau.
Lol, Lamau.
So let's start with Fleur.
Fleur.
Who asked for these? But also they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's another one of those situations where like, oh yeah, this guy. So they were really reaching for like characters to pull like cards from. So like, oh these are all wind duelists, and we're like, yeah, ooh.
You know when they said that Skull Flames were going to be in it, and everyone believed it because there's so little choice for winds?
Yeah, we were at that point. But what we got's pretty good. Synchro's amazing.
Yeah, it is another scenario where like the lady using them, like most of what she used wasn't even wind. Like, hold on. She had exactly one wind monster, I think.
And that was the
like,
synchro.
Yeah, it's the same thing with Merrick in the last set. It's like, all right, this is a dark-based set based around dark things. He's got a bunch of slimes. They're all like water. It's like, Konami, could you at least be consistent with your stupid shit? It really makes me wonder what the hell they're gonna do for like water and fire. Because if they do fire, I swear to God, if I don't see a single volcanic card in that set, I will die angry.
I will die happy if there's no volcanoes.
We're sorry, Pain.
I'm not.
But yeah, these are all really good. Sage DeFleur.
Good card.
Yeah, she can act as removal and also proc your destruction effects. And she searches level 1 plant because why not? Fucking White Steed can summon himself easily. And he has a bizarre attack negation effect, but his summon is fine, so it's like, whatever, right? You run him anyways. Necrosynchron is another level 2 Synchron name, which is great to see.
So it's all about the synchro though. I think that is going to be a very expensive card.
Oh yeah, fucking a level 10 negate, fucking hot damn. I mean, she does only work once, but you'll be recycling her anyways, and she can pop a card for free once per turn, which is also great. Yeah, man, Necrosynchron is like a really good alternative if you don't want to use Satellite Synchron in Synchrons. Just because he's got Necro has a level manipulation effect too. That's
so you can just
Yeah, it's pretty easy to achieve and can also potentially spit out a level 1 plant from deck, of which there are actually some good things you can work with. The equip is an easy revival, which is really nice to see. Synchro Dilemma is interesting, but doesn't help you plus, and also doubles as regular Synchron support, while still fucking being unsearchable.
Yeah, it's a 5D's card.
Yeah, they made Ixie's card searchable, they made Fusion card searchable. Let me search Synchro Overtake, you fucks!
I think sometimes, because of how synchros tend to be, it's best to keep their stuff unsearchable. As sacky as it can be, I think it's just better this way.
Unironically, lock me to Synchros if you're afraid of that. I'm fine. Just let me search Synchro Chase.
No.
But yeah, I think the only bad card out of all of these, well, Synchro Dilemma is a bit questionable, but Revered Banner of the Revolution is there because the user is a fucking Frenchie, but it doesn't do anything and it sucks dick.
Yeah, that's like probably one of the worst traps of the year.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not as bad as Jar of Generosity, but you know.
Yeah, but that was intentionally bad.
As a joke.
as a joke. This is like serious bad.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that being said, it's fun to see this strategy, and I think it's neat.
It's also important to know that this isn't the only stuff that this character's getting as well.
Yeah. We'll talk about that when we get to it, though.
Yeah.
But it is nice to see that they kind of took a Lunalight approach, and it's like these cards don't all do the same thing, but they do synergize pretty well.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Bird Up.
Bird Up.
Play the fucking sound effect there.
Yeah,
this is the worst podcast on YouTube.
Well, it is the. I can actually believe that. But Lyric's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, all they really needed was some basic stuff, and I think they got it. And they also got two big bouncing Booba, which bounce the opponent's stuff, which is great.
Maintaining the consistency of having just generic level 1 Xyz monsters.
Yeah, it's nice to see level rank 1 Xyz monsters actually fucking do something for a change.
Yeah, instead of just being like, yeah, they just sit here.
Yeah, it's nice to see them get an actual disruption effect, and they got some really good consistency boosters. Like Lyrilusk Bird Call is stupid.
Oh yeah, it's only once per turn, isn't
it? It is once per turn.
Oh.
But it's either a Foolish or a Search, which is great. It is it searchable by? Yeah, it's searchable by Celeste Wagtail, and Beryl Canary is also pretty good to do stuff, and she's a free extender. They've really decided to forget about Independent Nightingale, but that's good.
Yeah, well, that card needs to be banned anyway, so the other cards can come back. So if they did that on the sly, I think it'd be helpful.
God, I miss Starving Venom.
God, I miss Pendulum cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like super outrageous, but like, from a pure consistency scale, these probably have the best.
Yeah. Prom Thrush is kind of nice to see as a generic rank 1 out to like uncomfortable back row.
Awful card name.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck a Prom Thrush is. It looks like
sounds
like a cheerleader is murdering me.
Okay, so it sounds like something you get as a teenager.
Sounds like something you don't get as a teenager if you're fucking into Yu-Gi-Oh. Bird Sanctuary is kind of weird. It can draw, which is neat. And Birds of a Feather is my favorite kind of disruption, level changing, because it is the smallest thing you can do to entirely fuck up your opponent's plays.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna synchro for 8? No. You're gonna synchro for 1.
Yeah, remember that like brief window where Mischief of the Gnomes was like the only thing stopping Virtual Void from like triple VFD.
I think Amazement has like an FA trap like that, which is great.
Yeah, we need more of this kind of disruption. I mean, it does nothing to link decks, and fusion decks to an extent.
Yeah.
But
it's
to completely just dog on XEs and like synchro.
Yeah, it's something fun that I think kind of has its origins in. It's more like widespread origins and stuff like Predator counters, but it's still really fun.
And then finally we have the Speed Voids.
These ones are fucking weird, and I don't know how to feel about them.
It's weird seeing them because like they just can't give them anything consistently like good. Like aside from like the one or two cards, like the level 3 synchro is great.
It's great. It's absurdly good.
But the catch is that the cards it searches are not good.
Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely going to be proven wrong about the support, and it'll be like, oh no, yeah, it's like a rogue deck now. It has a lot of extension, but it's like I know some people aren't going to like the new Clear Ring on account of the fact that it does need some investment, but I love that kind of monster effect dodging that started with mutants.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see the deck get an easy peasy spell negate to go along with Crystal Wing.
Yeah, between the two synchros, I think Party Horn Kid will probably see play because you can grab any excavated card.
Yeah,
so any card you can excavate. Yeah, like Speedways can do that quite easily. Like you got Daiko Duke, you've got the double yo-yo horse stilts. There's plenty.
Take Tomboy.
Yeah, pretty much. There's plenty of ways to get him out, and then you can just add whatever excavated card you need to your hand.
And you can also like level adjust, which is kind of nice. So I guess he should probably be fine at 1. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah,
Magic Hound is like.
Why does he have to be normal summoned?
Because they can't just have an easy Foolish Burial. Because like Horse Stilt, you have to wait a turn. Magic Hound, you have to.
I hate Horse Stilt so fucking much. I was so excited to try this deck out with Battle Wasps, and then I actually read Horse Stilt, and it's like, why?
Because God forbid they make a win deck actually good.
Bird Up, you're really carrying this fucking pillar, aren't you?
put another sound effect in for the bird.
I'm not your monkey. I'll do it anyways, though.
I'll do it anyways. Fuck you. Duplicate is an interesting card.
Yeah, I want to say one more thing about Magic Hound real quick.
No.
I do think it's interesting. His graveyard effect is weird, but also kind of interesting. It can just get you a decent level body out in the field, but I think it really does depend on what's already in your graveyard. Like if you have a high level synchro or not.
Yeah, I think that's the weird thing about Speedroids is like, despite how much summoning they can do, like I find they have weird graveyard presence. So you may not be able to get what you want.
Yeah, they've got Duplicate's fine for disruption, I guess, but at the same time, instead of searching it, you could just use Cork Blaster's effect to extend, which is the one thing you should be doing with him.
Yeah, and you can do the Duplicate, the monster effect summon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be much more valuable because it's got like a similar like shape brigandine sort of deal where.
Yeah. It's a level 1 tuner too, so if you've already got a clearing on board, you get a Crystal Wing.
Nice.
Yeah, and Speedword Roulette is good to extend through shit, despite it being luck based entirely.
Yeah, it's a lot of resources to commit to potentially rolling a 1 and not being able to summon anything at all.
Well, I mean, technically I think technically the yeah, I think the worst you can get is like, is it like the worst you can get is a 2?
No. It's worst you get is 2 because then you just summon two of the dice. If you get a 1, you literally can't summon anything, so you have to summon 2 monsters.
No, you don't. It says up to 2.
Oh.
So yeah, you can always just go for 1 dice, but you will be minusing a little.
I was gonna say, what's people complaining about then?
It's just that it is luck based in a deck that already has a really hard luck based condition on Rubber Band Shooter.
I say, if anything, rolling high rolls is probably almost worse.
In some cases, yeah, if your levels are going to be encumbered.
Like awkward levels, like 5 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those ones are... Like, at the very least, a 5 can get you out, like, Party Horn Kid and I guess Dice or Block and Roll. Do people run that?
I suppose they can now with this thing.
Yeah, it's...
I think it maintains the Speedroid general playstyle of just being weird for the sake of being weird.
Yeah, that's why Speedroids are really hard for me to dissect, because there's not a whole lot... I know I was just praising Floor for this, but there's not a whole lot of consistency between what a lot of their effects are. I know you have to take that with, like, weird anime cards, like, oh, Tri-Eyed Dice and Gum Prize or whatever, and that's fine. But it seems like sometimes it's just, make a synchro, haha, funny effect, dice.
Yeah, it depends how hard they want to lean into, like, the anime theme. Sometimes they'll just straight up ignore that and make cards ridiculous, and sometimes they just won't know you end up with Speedroids.
Yeah, I just feel really mixed about the Speedroid shit. The last one we gotta talk about is the fucking bike, though.
Oh yeah.
Why did they get 2 boss monsters in one set?
It's like they couldn't sell. Like yeah, they made 2 designs for 1 monster, but they made it 2 monsters.
Yeah, it's got another weird, like, dice rolling thing.
I think the bike is definitely a little bit better than Crystal Clear, but like, not for the same reasons as Crystal Clear.
I suppose High Speed Word Clearwing Rider can spit out 2 level 7 Wind Synchros, which have a few good choices, like Clearwing Fast Dragon. There's the Ignister Horse. There's regular Clearwing.
That's right.
But
it doesn't lock you out of summoning methods though. So you can make a rank 7. I guess.
Well, if your turn comes around again.
I don't like the dice roll effect because
It is weird.
you have to
You're at
roll.
least
You have
getting one pop, though.
you have to roll the dice and then shuffle monsters from your graveyard into the deck. Like that seems that in itself seems just way too steep.
I think the good news is that it says shuffle up to, so you don't have to get an exact result.
And you can cut off any time, right? I assume.
Let me double check them. But yeah, I think Wind Pegasus at Ignister, clearing Fast Dragon, and clearing Synchro Dragon are like your best targets for this, because Wind Pegasus can
Shuffle things away.
Yeah.
And the two clearings are just negates.
Yeah, it's
something. I think it was something that definitely gets better with time, provided they remember to make level 7 win synchros.
Yeah, it is something that could potentially be a lot more fun, but it is. I don't know. They're ultimately the shit's just like weird and bizarre, and I don't know what I'm supposed to achieve with them. But I think this set is pretty decent, all things considered.
Yeah, and it will have some good reprints as well, which is the standout thing, because things like Speedroids do tend to get a bit funky.
Pricey, yeah.
Yeah.
And for Flora, you have to reprint like 5 things and you're good.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think to tie into this, it's a good time to talk about Animation Chronicle 2020, which I think not even an hour ago got announced over here as Battles of Legend, and I was getting concerned that we weren't getting one this year, so that's cool.
Yeah, they normally tend to do that, because they did it with the other one with like the appliances and the Moonruns.
Yeah, I was just concerned because like since they're doing Animation Chronicle or whatever instead of Collector's Pack, I was like, are they gonna Dragoonity this?
No. They're gonna Dragoonity something else, but we'll get to that.
Thank you, Based Utopia. Let's instead of talking about Utopias, let's talk about fucking Sherry first.
Again, wait a minute.
Wait a second, have I been bamboozled once more yet again?
Yeah, no, these ones are weird though, because these are technically Noble Knights, aren't they?
They are, but it's also nice to see that they didn't directly adapt the shitty Duel Links effects.
Yeah, they gave them just a little bit more, so they don't completely suck ass. Like you
now have 9 copies of Sapphire Pegasus.
Yeah, that's all it does. Either that or you're searching Redhead, Hasty Horse.
There's Horse of the Floral Knights, who is there to search the new horse, and also, not Horse of the Floral Knight. Which one is it? It's Shield Bearer, because you're not going to use her fucking normal special summon effect to banish a light monster to draw 1 card, because that's slow as fuck. But you can use her to get a free Pegasus, which is, pretty sick.
Yeah, and the other ones don't really do anything of any particular note. I think Spearholder has some synergy with like Fleur/Necrosynchron.
Yeah, she treats someone else's Fleur Synchron and makes it a tuner, but at the same time, just run like Necrosynchron.
Just do that instead.
Yeah, you can use her to search equip spells though, so that'll get stupid probably.
And what's that one?
Horse of the Floral Knights, which adds a light Noble Knight monster from your deck to your hand. So Noble Knights are tier 0 once again.
Finally.
And it also fusion summons.
Oh shit. I can think of at least one person who's happy about that.
I guarantee you that person is a psychopath. Alright.
Oh, there's also Centaur. Mina,
yeah, she's
bad. Ryu Senshi, but worse.
Okay, so let me break down this fucking gate. So, once per turn, when your opponent activates a trap card, during your turn, you can negate the activation. So it only negates activations, only negates trap cards, only during your turn, and it doesn't even destroy them, it just sets it face down.
Unbelievably broken. All this on a level 6 fusion monster.
It's... Oh, during your main phase, you can special summon a level 2 or lower monster from your hand or graveyard, and you can also use her for synchro material for a Wind Warrior. Why would you do that? Why would you?
But you can fusion summon it with the Fire Formation spell.
That is the worst thing you've ever said to me.
We were literally talking about Warrocks like 2 hours ago.
That, you know what? That's fair. That's the second worst thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah. What else is in this set?
Let's talk about Ikola Dazione.
Okay. Welcome
Yeah,
to the
want-
Cold Zone.
I want to talk about this garbage. Fucking Ikola Dazione is a shitty meme card.
Yeah, probably one of the worst field spells I've seen in a while.
It's bad, but it's alright. Let me talk about Soulbinding Gate, because I didn't think that she gets 2 fucking field spells for some reason, and both of them are bad, but this one's worse. I didn't think something would challenge Jar of Generosity for worst card this year, but Soulbinding Gate comes close. It's an FTK card that'll probably kill you before it kills your opponent, has a stupid activation condition akin to the Numeron Chaos Ritual, and needs another specific spell card to even work.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
We're in a weird state where like they're releasing cards that are almost as bad as a joke card that they released in the exact same year.
Yeah, it's... I sincerely don't understand why they bothered to print this.
I don't know, just expect to open a lot of these when you get around to opening your House of Legend packs.
God. Anyways, Zexal, let's fucking go.
More Zexal.
This is the year of Utopia, baby. It's been the year of Utopia since Legendary Duelist 6, and it's not gonna fucking stop.
Why is it the anniversary or something? Why they getting so much support?
Maybe?
I think it was.
I have no idea.
Zexal's like 15th anniversary or something because we're old now.
Oh! No, it can't be 15 years old. Super was like 2011.
10 years?
It might be 10
Yeah,
years.
it is 10 years. Original run April 11th, 2011. So yeah, 10 years of Zexal.
10 years of suffering.
Catabunga.
Go Gadget! Why'd I say Go Gadget?
Wrong show, my dude.
Let me tell you my thought process here. I was thinking of the onomatopoeia cards, like, he's got Go-Go's. Those are Go Gadgets. Go Gadget Brown!
Fuck.
It's the least funny thing I've ever seen.
That's up there.
It's up there in the nightmare zone.
But like most ZW cards, I'm not reading that shit.
You don't really have to. Sylphid Wing is another haha big number, but out of all the decks out there, Utopia is the deck that needs help with big number the least.
Pretty much, like.
Have you read Utopia Double recently?
No, because I can't afford.
Oh, how much is he? Like $10?
Yeah, it's weirdly expensive. You're literally now better off just buying Boral Sword, which is ironic considering that's what it was supposed to substitute. You can buy Boral Sword or Avramax these days for the same price.
God, IP into Avramax is a play that fucking hurts my soul.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But yeah, I don't really care much for ZW stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't either, but the new stuff made it fun to play because
Yeah.
having a free Cerulean Skyfire-esque negate is pretty hilarious. There's also a new ZS monster in this set, Ouroboros Sage. This card's fucking garbage.
I thought it was the good one.
Ouroboros Sage?
Oh, well, I think it's something else.
You think you have a Sen Sage, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. The new ZS guys in Lightning Overdrive are actually really fucking good, but Ouroboros Sage sucks dick. We have one. He is a level 3 in a rank 4 base deck. He only gets an effect when normal summoned. He brings back like a non-light number monster from your graveyard, but negates its effect, so you have to be running numbers that aren't Utopia, essentially. And then you equip things to give it 2 equips that give it 1700 attack each, And then you can double its attack when it attacks, but destroy it during... This card is so full of, like, contradictions and stupid shit and stuff that Utopia does not need.
That's because it was designed to summon you as True Ace Terabyte.
Why do you think you got 2 arts, baby?
We're getting both of them.
Oh, but God, I gotta talk about the big boy of this set. The fucking motherfucker. Grand Captain over-designed here. Leo Utopia Ray.
Yeah, this guy's cool. Like the boss monsters are just like the only things I can tolerate as far as Utopia goes these days.
I love that they now actually have a real turn 1 play they can make. It's
almost refreshing.
It is a... Yeah, no, it is an unnegatable equip from deck, so it sets up a Pegasus for you, easy peasy. So you've got 2 negates right off the bat. 2 effect monster negates. Easy. And they can't do shit about it.
Yeah, I suppose the problem with that is now this is basically your only play going first.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it's just... It's so good, I can't be mad at it. It's an unnegatable Pegasus Saber equip that comes with a built-in negate, too.
It'll do until we get Utopia Future Dragon.
God, I'm so excited for this shit. Utopias have become so much fun.
It's gotta be this year. It's gotta be this year.
It's the year of Utopia, baby! There's also Zexal Catapult, which is kind of weird and does something the deck doesn't really struggle with. Like, ZS monsters already tend to summon themselves pretty easily, so Catapult doesn't help there. And it also can turn your stuff to rank 4. The rank 4, level 4s into level 5s if, you know, you're stupid and you want to waste resources to hard make the rank 5s.
If you're into that sort of thing.
You know, like the fucking degenerates you are. I guess you can pop stuff too, which is kind of cute, but it's... I don't know, I so don't care about this.
Yeah, well, Zexals can kind of go wild because S0 is banned, so they can do whatever the fuck they want, though.
Good, fuck that card.
Stay banned, bitch.
Yeah, it's... The only good thing here for Zexal or whatever is Leo, but he's so fucking good, I don't even give a shit about the rest. Give me Leo. But yeah, and then there's,
What else is in this
Karibo?
set? Oh, Karibo! Oh yeah, now this is the kind of thing I get excited for. These guys are amazing.
Just fucking take it away, because I don't know what to say about these assholes, aside from Free Link 5, Lamau.
Yeah, pretty much, like, 5-star Twilight is an engine for, 5-headed Link Dragon. Other than that...
It does what now?
It summons all the 5 Karibo things. You can then tribute them to summon Kuri Babylon, bounce back the Babylon, soul charge everything back, and you got card advantage.
Right, but... Oh, okay. I was thinking they were all different attributes, which is why you said the Link 5-headed dragon.
Yeah, no, you can fight 5-headed Link Dragon, just 5 monsters.
Right, but he doesn't get his effect. He doesn't get his special effect off unless you use different attributes.
Oh no, the destruction doesn't matter. I just want big towers.
That is entirely valid.
I've used this to beat over Dragoon many times. I don't give a shit about destroying everything.
Why would you do that?
Because it fuels itself. Literally, these things can literally, if you have the tribute thing and you draw the summon 5 from deck, you've got 5-headed Link Dragon for like 2 turns. And in the right circumstances, you can use that to win games.
Your motherfucking life ends 2 turns from now.
Unless it doesn't, and then which my life ends. But no, these guys are good fun.
One of us is gonna die, that's the important thing.
These guys are really good, and basically every day we get closer to Karibo on being the best card in the game. But also, we should also be seeing some. If this is going to be Battle of Legends, we should see some more imports, like the Karibo that searches Monster Reborn, and
Shadowroid.
Oh yeah, and some Roid boys. We got Dragonroid for the first time.
Who is bad as expected.
Yeah, but considerably better than the anime version. You can actually use it.
I'm gonna be mad if they unironically expect you to run this in like a Cyberdark Roid build.
Why would you use those words together? Why would?
Because
why,
that's clearly what they
why
fucking
would,
want with this
why,
card.
Why would you ever entertain that thought?
You want to know the painful thing about him, though? He doesn't search the best card in the deck, Mixeroid.
Yeah, thanks, Speedoids.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, Declaration of Rebirth, finally.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of...
That's probably eventually going to cause a problem.
I'm hearing a lot of, like, funky FTKs surfacing. So,
the F stands for fun.
Fun turn kills. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that, like, does nothing but degenerate things. Like, if you actually wanted to do something interesting with it, it's useless. But for FTKs, it's brilliant. Just run it into the ground. Get it banned as soon as possible.
Yeah, it's... God. I don't even want... But yeah, this is a Cyberdark sport I was talking about earlier. These two shits. Yeah, it's, aside from that, I think the last thing in this set that we know of right now, there's one reprint that we know of, Forbidden Droplets, which just got announced, which is interesting and could be an Appaloosa situation where it's like, oh, really good tournament card gets reprinted twice, which would be nice.
Yeah, surprisingly quick on the uptick for that one as well, because like normally Imperm and stuff didn't get reprinted for ages and ages, relatively speaking.
And then when it did get in a structure deck in Japan, guess who didn't get one?
Every time.
But yeah. Aside from that, last thing, AI, Gaian.
Oh yeah, some more Mr. stuff.
They have another free extender that also protects your shit. Fucking Radical, eat shit, Nibiru.
What else did they get?
But yeah, they also got a Trap AI Show, which is funky and unreliable, but in the good kind of way. It's the kind of way that pulls off something really stupid if you can manage it. So I like that.
Yeah, I lost track of this like a long time ago.
Yeah, AI Show just allows you to spit out, like, if your opponent has a really chunky beater, you can shit out some extra, like, Cyberse with 2300 attack.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Ancient Guardians also came out, and
it did.
That had nice collector's rares of shit like Snake Rain and Venominami.
And Dot's reprint as well. Free him.
Rarities, the reprints are okay, and the rarities are for the most part okay. The main fucking go engine is pretty cheap, only like $9 max, and is really good for reptile decks.
Yeah, that's the bizarre thing about like I was expecting like everything to be the complete opposite way, where like the small snakes would be more expensive than the boss monsters, but the boss monsters are really the money cards of the set. Yeah,
no, I guess they figured that like reptile good stuff, that deck isn't gonna be good for like years, so it's like whatever, we'll just make them supers now and just make the big Unga boss monsters the rare things, which is nice
something I've definitely complained about for quite some time. So it's nice to see it actually pan out this way for once.
Yeah, it's not a good set, but
no, of course not. It's dreadful. I don't know. I can't imagine anyone with these archetypes doing anything super outrageous.
I mean,
Snake Glare is probably the best deck that this entire set can muster.
You know you're in a bad strait when the fucking Layer of Darkness has to unironically come up in a conversation.
Yeah, I wish I could find some. I wish I bought Lair when it came out.
Yeah, didn't it get reprinted at Maximum Gold?
Yeah, but Diablos didn't, and neither did Lilith.
Yeah.
It was literally just.
See, this is a nice thing about.
And neither did the
this
thing
is
to
a
search
nice.
it.
Yeah, rip. This is the nice thing about me being a stupid idiot with no standards. I will buy pretty much every structure that deck that comes out, no matter how bad it is at this point, and I will always come out on top.
Yeah, it feels pretty good, man.
Because of
like, it's just general like good stuff that comes out in the long run.
Thank you, base $10 Rocket Tracer.
Yeah, I actually managed to pick up a few Rocket Structure decks quite cheap the other day. So.
No, yeah, you told me about that. Like, what was it? 18 quid?
No, it was
Pounds?
£10 for two Rocket Structure decks. Like,
That's
yeah,
not bad.
they were just selling them half price straight up. And there was only 2 left. I would have picked up the third if they had one.
Oh.
So no.
That kind of reminds me of GameStop around here. Used to have the Pendulum Domination DDD structure deck for like $3 because it came out at the worst possible time in the TCG.
Yeah, I regret not picking that one up because that was about the time I got back into the game.
Yeah, same. I came back just to witness pendulums die in real time.
You could pinpoint the exact moment where his heart breaks.
But after that, Utopia! Again, they get an entire structure deck to themselves because goddamn
that
it just won't stop.
10th anniversary really putting in the work. But this unfortunately is your structure deck to be offered up. Remember Dragunities, guys? Hey guys, hey, this structure deck sure is swell. I hope no one like breaks it up and sells his back piecemeal in a set called King's Court.
Okay, the good news is King's Court comes out at the end of like next month, so it's way too close to be like a chopped up import of it.
But didn't the description say Utopia was in the set?
Utopic Future Dragon.
Just Future Dragon?
They still haven't imported that bitch over, no.
Yeah, Duelist do
So
built or updated their Utopia deck with cards from Lightning Overdrive and King's Court, but they failed to find even more cards to power their deck, including a new form of Utopia Ray and new cards. Oh, that was a legend. I can't read.
yeah, let's see, because
But
Overlay Universe comes out in June 26th, so that'd be way too close to be imported.
unless Konami magically.
I would be so fucking mad if they actually did that, because it's like, why can you not show this hustle literally anywhere else?
That's a bingo.
Shut up!
That's an official Konami representative statement, by the way. But no, this structure deck's alright. Like,
Yeah,
I
think it looks neat.
The big bungus boss monster's pretty wicked. It's just Utopia
Yeah,
Kaiser, but slightly better.
Yeah, just like Lamau, summon literally any number except the 107 one from your deck. It sets up a C65 lock with the field spell, which is nice.
Yeah, field spell's dope.
And yeah, and he number 99, because we now have two number 99s. Number 99 Utopia Dragner can now also protect that C65 from attacks. And the new rank up is fine too, just to get more mats and make number 99 in the first place. So that's fine. My issue is that my Utopia deck is like so tight as it is. I might have to like cut back on the Utopic Future stuff to actually make it work.
Yeah, between this and like the steady stream of like Onomat stuff and like it's really getting hard now to sort of like squeeze. Like I think the extra deck is where the main squeeze is coming in, because between like all the Utopia monsters you want, you need to find room to squeeze in any good number monsters. There's really no space for anything like Link monsters or super poly targets.
There's no space for Link monsters in this town, bucko.
That's better this way.
It's the X deck is stupidly fucking tight.
I hope one day they will like push the X deck to like 20 cards or something. The crunch will always be a problem, but like it'd be nice to have less of a crunch. And I think at that point they may need to also consider, if they were going to do that, they'd have to put in some kind of extra summoning restrictions.
Yeah, like for example, you're not allowed to.
You can have all these cards in your extra deck, but you can't summon them. There you go. Everyone's happy.
Well,
no one's happy. We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's the way.
Yeah, it's a cool structure deck. I'd hate to see it broken up, but it's that kind of structure deck.
The kind that gets.
It's the kind that gets. But what have we had between Dragoonity and? Oh no, it is the third structure deck. Because we've had Freezing Chains and Cyber Style.
Don't do this to me. Like I sincerely don't fucking get why they keep doing this. It's infuriating.
Because it sells units. It shifts. People want that Dragoonity Reams for their Dragonland deck. So people.
You should fucking get Dragoonity Reamed if you bought Ghosts from the Past.
You bought Ghosts from the Past though.
I bought one set and then no more because I made a promise to myself and I followed through because I'm not entirely ape-brained. Like, listen, I'm a stupid man with no self-control, but by God, I've got a little self-control.
I found the self-control. Thank you, Ghosts from the Past. And then finally, I think last thing on the docket we've got is Tins. Speaking of following through,
I hate that they do this.
This is what started off as like quite a novel concept and gave us some of the best cards ever. Has now quite literally devolved into look, guys, look! It's my greatest achievement: Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters Season 1 through 4.
They keep making these bad cards, and they're not even promos. It would be one thing if they were promos, so people could easily get them, but they're not. It's just, stop. 2019 was really fucking good. 2020 was garbage.
Yeah, the fact that they weren't promos was purely because of Dragoon. If Dragoon didn't exist, they would have been promos.
Yeah, it sucks dick. It sucks dick and I hate it. And I think there are a few more tiny things. Like Motor Shell is a thing that exists.
Oh yeah,
and they cause something degenerate, but I don't.
Legion promos, aren't there?
Yeah, Motor Shell might cause something about the same time. Fuck them. There's 3 monster attack cards like Gilicia, who is cool removal and can search some weird ass shit.
Is it Gilicia?
That's a good question.
I've been calling it Guilty for the longest time.
Oh, it is Gilcha. I just typed it wrong. But yeah.
Okay.
Gilcha is.
Dude, if still haven't got like Guilty Gear for you yet, just as a
Guilty.
Just as an op.
Oh god, there is a card called that. I thought you were making a joke, and I looked down the list like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Hold the fuck on.
Yeah, it's only half a joke card. No, this.
Why the fuck is Gilcha getting like retrains? Has anyone ever cared about this card?
Joe used it in the anime once. He searched Jim. He searches Jinzo.
That phrase you said invites such bile into my throat. That's the point where I know, oh, this is gonna be a good one.
It's one of those cards.
That being said, this is a Dragoon out.
Lol.
Somehow.
Can't believe this is your Dragoon out. A level 5 normal summon.
Yeah, there's also Mystical Elf who is
I think rules.
Yeah, no, she's kind of fun for like normal base builds if you want to.
Madog.
Yeah, also unlike Kaiser Glider, who as usual sucks balls.
I don't know, I think this thing's pretty funny. Like you could stick this in a lair deck.
Oh yeah, it does tribute for cost.
And that is.
And then he makes his attack become the same as someone else's.
Because they forgot how Kaiser Glider works.
then there's shit like Neo Kaiser Glider. What is it with these weird one-off cards that keep getting really bad retrains?
I don't know, man. Like, I saw Neo Kaiser Glider. I was like, wait, there's an old Kaiser Glider, and this is a card Kaiba used once.
Why is Neo Kaiser Glider a dragon?
Because it's not enough like a robot, so it has to be a dragon.
All right, fair enough. Very, yeah, okay. It's there were some other small things because oh yeah, Duel Links has a Primo event that sucks fuck.
Oh yeah, it's
his level up rewards are all fucking mech lord parts, and there's a new box coming out that is garbage because it has a handful of good synchro cards like tuning, but that's also where they fucking boxed the mech lords. And not even the good ones. It's the 3 original armies, I think, and Wizel. They can't be bothered to, like, make these characters fucking good anymore. It will not break the game to give us a free fucking Wizel, you jackasses.
yeah, but then they give Yusei the fucking shooting star dragon skill.
It's just... It's also tiring.
The favoritism is pretty clear cut.
It's not a single one of the new Mech Lord cards as his level up rewards. Fuck them, God. Fucking... I think the last big thing, aside from the other reveal that I want to talk about, is Blurst of Destiny.
It was the best of Destiny.
It was the Blurst of Destiny. This is the part where Dragon Link smacks Rocket's...
You stupid Link.
Fucking...
Oh yeah,
Can I
oh...
get a revolver chads in the audience?
Yeah, like, I was trying to think for a second what you meant, but then it hit me, and I remember these cards are real now. Why the hell did they give, like, Rockets a pre-prep target?
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like, alright, fucking Playmaker, fucking more like Game Maker, Lamau, Revolver Time, he's gonna be the real ritual guy. I mean, I know just fucking Playmaker has a ritual, but fuck him. Fuck AIs. Fuck Cybers. Fuck you. Fuck me.
It's good to see that Borrowloads and Rockets now join the Sophia Club. So
yeah, no, it's nice to see them kind of try to sidestep D-Links.
Yeah, this hopefully they'll break away and all the D-Link cards get banned. But let's be real, Rockets will take the fall.
I would honestly hate that because, like, to be blunt, Rocket Control is a really fun-sounding deck. I'd like to be able to get off their effects and, like, proc those by using Borload. I'd like to be able to use Riot Dragon and Savage and, like, Furious to... Not Savage, but, like, Riot and Furious to pop shit to continue to gain advantage and stop my opponent's plays. That's a fun way of playing.
Yeah, but, like, 6 negates, let's go.
You make a pretty compelling argument, but go fuck yourself.
It just works.
Yeah, I do like how they're searchable by pre-prep, though. That is nice.
Yeah, that rules. Like, considering you only need, like, one of the ritual spells anyway.
Yeah, and Heavy Trigger destroys rocket monsters, which is fucking awesome. I love that shit. And both Heavy Trigger and
Rapid Trigger can be searched.
Are now searchable by Dual Wield.
Yeah, that's getting a name change. Two Hands Dragon.
I can't see this thing without thinking of the fucking Kingdom Hearts parking lot fight.
There's a parking lot fight in Kingdom Hearts.
No, it was just these two stupid teens like reenacting it, and there's one point where the guy like pulls out like 2 foam lightsabers and just goes for no reason, Dual Wield, and it's the funniest shit in the world.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what it is Kingdom Hearts. Completely.
I don't really understand either, but by God, is it funny. But yeah, it's Dual Wield Dragon is he has a great graveyard effect in order to be able to search either your ritual spell or your fusion spell to do shit with, which is great. And the one issue with him is that he's a level 8 that has an on-field tribute effect, which does revive shit from your graveyard, easy peasy. But at the same time, how the fuck are you summoning this asshole?
Return of the Dragon Lords.
Don't say that.
That's a good card. Protects your rituals. Protect.
Don't waste that on this
Protects
asshole.
your Savage Dragon. Protects.
Oh, that's pretty savage.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Shit, why did I never consider that in Rockets? That's yeah.
I mean, because it
Yeah,
only like revives certain monsters like Nocto Vision and Absolouter. I want to say.
Yeah, I mean it can revive Furious, Savage, and Riot though, and I guess
Dual Wield!
Getting some mileage out of that one.
I'm gonna get as much I'm the only person who makes this joke, so by God, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, it's Dual Wield. Oh, I'm sorry.
Dual Wield
is gonna depend entirely on the quality of the rest of the support.
Yeah, we're not done yet. I think the rest
But
of it should be like spells and traps, shouldn't it? Maybe one rocket monster.
Oh, hold the fuck on, man. The cover card. We don't even know that shit.
Oh yeah, shit. I've not even seen the cover card. I don't even know what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah, let me send it to you real quick because I love this thing's design, and the fact that Boral End was already so fucking good has me very excited for what this dude is gonna be.
I think it's rad.
No, I know. He's fucking massive. He fucked a Topologic and then became his own dad.
Yeah, they love to give Revolver things that everyone else has, so that's pretty. I'm gonna say that's a Link 6.
God, I hope.
Because they can't stand to let him not have the same toys as that everyone else has.
He's just constantly seething that Playmaker's better than him. Well, I say that, but like...
Borrowed Copium Dragon.
I summon Borrowed Cringe Dragon. Oh god, fucking... I think the last thing before... We'll talk about that other thing another time, but the last thing is Hidden Arsenal Season 1.
Oh no. You've just...
fuck are they thinking?
What are they thinking? Oh god, can you imagine? I've heard Hidden Arsenal is bad. Like, really bad. Well, not...
Yeah, that was the thing that invented ice barriers. Remember them?
The only way they could ever, like, recuperate this if they, like, reprint them all in, like, dual terminal, like that Shatterfoil rare. The nice one, not the horrible one.
Yeah, so I feel like because of the way they mention it, they might be going up to Hidden Arsenal 4, because that's the last appearance of, like, Dragunities and shit before it gets over to Vylon territory. But, man, most of these decks are just fucking bad, and I think the only good thing about this is that, A, Barcha is getting a reprint, but guess what? He's alongside millions of other cards that are shit, so he's still going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Thank you. No structure deck.
There's only a handful of archetypes I can think of from that era that actually any, like, isn't, like, Necros one of them?
Oh, no, that was Secret Forces.
Okay. Well, rip.
So...
I think it was Gishki?
Gishki was Hidden Arsenal 5, so that's not going to be in
The
this.
next one.
Yeah. Fableds were pretty decent for the time they came out in. Dragunity always left a pretty good impact. But we're also getting Ice Barriers and Jurax, and
worms,
I think Naturia.
Worms.
Oh yeah, Worms too. God, that is 4 garbage decks in the span of just one series of sets.
Yeah, these things you're gonna find these things in the bargain bin quite quick. You'll see it. You'll buy a box, oops, all worms, and then you'll
I got every worm from A to Z. What's the Z stand for? Zero ROI.
go see a doctor because you have worms.
God, it's the only really good news about this set, aside from Barca, but even then he's bad news because he's still going to be expensive, is that they're printing a little dice and a game mat and a little lore card with it, which I think is kind of cute.
Yeah, but they could have put that in a better set.
I agree. That being said, if I could get a Dragunity die, I would cream.
Yeah, I'll have some worm dice.
Yeah, dude, I would love that shit. Worms have cool designs. They're creepy as fuck.
Yeah, man, I'm down for more worms. I think we should be getting some support soon, hopefully.
They're gonna add new letters to the alphabet just to make.
Lousy smart weather. Hey, look, man. All I'm saying is that W Nebula Meteorite summons some of the old dog diet monsters. So, bottom.
God, W Nebula is the only reason that deck performed well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the Blue Eyes alternative Dragon of Worm cards. just
You're thinking of Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon.
Is it? No, which was the one that helped Blue Eyes win Worlds that year?
Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Because it acted as a floodgate and also negated graveyard shit which was going around.
Ah. Well.
Because it stopped pens.
I'm just going to pretend it was alternative. Cut this bit.
No.
Shit.
I'm the editor, bitch!
I'm in control.
But yeah, the dice are cute, game mat's cute, lore card is cute, and I guess in one sense it's nice to have all the pieces of that archetype together in one sheet place.
Yeah, because
especially
they're
since
out of print
stuff.
though these days, aren't they?
Yeah, that is kind of nice, but at the same time, it's just I honestly think they should have at least made new cards for these archetypes too, so they can be more complete.
Yeah.
But as is, it's like I'll get one for the novelty of it, and also just because I really like dice. But that's it. I'm just gonna order like a Fabled Core because I already have Barca, fortunately.
Yeah, it also
Konami's just making...
Yeah, they're just sort of... It comes at a weird time because like Laval's Hidden Arsenal, but they
Lavals were around the same time as Gem Knights, so we'd probably get Flamvels.
Oh shit, the other fire archetype.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Allies of Justice too. I think these are all things that they named. They pointed these out by name too, I think.
Proudly pointing at there. Look at what we did. Remember these guys? It's like, yeah, we never played that shit.
Yeah, it's. Let me double check to see what they mentioned in the. There's been like a lot of leaks of stuff recently, like Battles of Legend and this, but like they got out of the way to mention by name Worms, Allies of Justice, Naturia, and Jurak, and none of these are good.
Stuff it, you're spoiling us.
Oh yeah, they also mentioned Ice Barriers, and Ice Barriers got like all their shit reprinted in the structure deck anyway, so it's like, why?
Because Terra officially got reprinted in Ghosts from the Past.
This is such a garbage reprint strategy. Like,
it's...
Don't get me wrong, Fabled and Dragunity reprints are nice to see, but these should have been in Ghosts from the Past. They advertise... I'm sorry to cut you off, but like they advertise Ghosts from the Past as being, oh, we're bringing in shit for Blazing Vortex like Metal Foes and Armed Dragon, and they didn't reprint any fucking Fabled cards there. So it's like, why?
I don't know, man. It's getting weird. Like,
Gonna get real
they get real weird with it. They are at like the point where they can just sort of do what they want and people will buy the product.
Yeah, it's just it sincerely is just bad. I just can only hope that the stuff coming out in June, this dates this podcast, but the stuff coming out in June, like King's Court and the God decks, I hope those are at least decent. We don't need another Fist of the Gadgets.
Yeah, they should be fine. I think King's Court will be tolerable. We don't know anything about it.
I expect we will within like the next 2 weeks or so, but yeah, I think that's about it. This has been big boy hours.
Yeah, real big boy hours. Long one tonight.
Yeah, we'll probably do a so I'm gonna count my chickens before my sheep here. We'll probably do a mini cast around June just to cover the God decks in King's Court, and then maybe some like additional shit. But yeah, everything sucks.
War rocks.
War rocks.
War rocks. War rocks. War rocks. War rocks. War rocks. War rocks. War rocks. War rocks. War rocks.